So Gert, you're here at the Startup Grind Christmas party. Thank you for coming.
You're very welcome.
First Christmas party here. What's your opinion of the Limerick startup scene over the last year?
Very impressed, I have to say, with the startup scene here. My background is in startups, working with very early stage startups, SMEs, but not particularly in Limerick. So I would have worked on the western seaboard, more so from Limerick down backwards up to Galway and beyond up to Mayo and so on. So coming into this area quite new, not really knowing a lot of the startups in the area, and you really quickly find out that you can get into the scene quite quickly. There's a very strong startup ethos in Limerick, and as an outsider I can probably see it better maybe than some people who are intricately involved in the scene here.
Right.
But very supportive, very engaging, and very, I don't know how to describe it now, but very kind of casually passionate, if I can put it that way.
Casually passionate, that sounds very true.
Yeah, there's a big social startup scene in Limerick.
Okay.
Yeah, and that I haven't seen elsewhere, so I'm very impressed with that.
Excellent.
All age groups mixing in the startup world.
And you've had some success in Nexus with a couple of your clients there in recent times.
Yeah, we've had a lot of startups coming through the system. The building itself now is 4 years old, so it provides 4 walls and a door, and the companies come through the building starting from very early stage right through to companies that are a couple of years there, don't need support services and move beyond. So we've had, in the last year, we've had the IBYE Awards, the Irish Business Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. So we've had one of the companies, Peter Hunt from Piggyback, go through that, representing Clare, Team Clare. So he went into the top 3 in the finals of that in Dublin recently. And then we had Kieran Normoyle from Ocean Survivor, also based in Nexus, who went on to win the overall prize in the international Seacorn competition, the Intertrade Ireland Seacorn competition. So very disciplined, very passionate, very committed entrepreneurs who aren't afraid to ask for help, aren't afraid to say they're not happy with the support they're getting, very appreciative of the surroundings and the ecosystem here in the startup scene, and actually very typical of young millennials who get very involved in the startup scene. And when you get stuck into a scene like that, you get surrounded very quickly with other people who are willing to help. So they've been very successful in surrounding themselves with a strong network, and a lot of them, I'm sure, are here floating around in Startup Grind tonight. Yeah.
So for the year ahead, what would you hope for the startup scene? What can we do to improve it here?
I think build on what has been done and what has been done well. We've had a couple of great initiatives last year that have never been done before, the Startup Gathering being one of them, only held in 5 cities, Limerick being one of them. We were the 4th or 5th days, and from what I've seen, as I said, as an outsider looking in, I thought it was very well received, very well populated, and I think there's a lot to build on from that. And I think there's a lot of support programs and entrepreneurial ideas out there for future supports that we can build in. And there's a network, an untapped network of supports that other counties have, for example, business innovation centres, other entrepreneurial resources that piggyback on the Googles and the entrepreneurial resources that those other counties have. So I think we've got that in Limerick. It's just a matter of tapping into that resource, building on the successes of last year, and then doing it again in Limerick.
Absolutely, and it was held in 5 cities, and a number of my colleagues at Bank of Ireland commented that Limerick was the best of the 5.
Really?
Even though we're not in competition, it's kind of nice to hear that there's a unique vibe here.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So thanks for your time and enjoy the party.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it.